What is up, Gym Ballers? It's Gym Balls back again. And in my last video, I said I had some problems with YouTube and the CEO, Susan Wojcicki, and I made a statement saying I wanted an apology, and I gave them a week to respond. And you know what? I was extra nice because I didn't give them 1 week to respond. I gave them 2 weeks to respond, 10 whole business days. And you know what? I still have not gotten an apology from YouTube, and I'm upset. And in the last video, I said I'd have to take actions into my own hands if I didn't get an appropriate response, if I didn't get an apology. And that's what I'm here today to do, okay? I have to make a statement towards YouTube. I have to do something better, something bigger to get their attention, okay? So Susan Wojcicki, I have your address. Wait, no, this is not a bad thing that I have her address, okay? This is not a threat of violence, okay? No. What I'm planning to do is a protest, sort of. I don't know if you guys remember Martin Luther from history class, but what he did is he wrote 95 theses, right? And he put it up on the church door, right? And that's what I did, kind of, except for I couldn't think of 95 things, so I have 10 things written here on this document, and I'm gonna put it up on Susan's door, okay? These are rules that YouTube needs to have if they don't already, and if they do have these things, they need to enforce these rules. These are extremely important rules to improve YouTube, okay? So here are the 10 things, starting off with number 1. You are not to pick favorites, YouTube, okay? We all know that YouTube, it has its favorite creators, you know, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Linus Tech Tips, you know, those guys. Mainly big channels that make them money, okay? But what about the little guys? What about the small channels? YouTube does not care about you, okay? They do not, okay? So I'm sticking up for the small channels and the least favorite channels on YouTube, okay? YouTube needs to not show this favoritism towards other channels, okay? They need to treat all channels equally. And a majority of these small channels, they make up the majority of YouTubers, okay? You need to not pick favorites, YouTube, okay? Number 2, we have, you are not to base on skin color, okay? I think YouTube might have attacked me because of my skin color, okay? I know I am white. And we all know in today's current climate that the white people are now the oppressed people, okay? I'm not gonna deny that African Americans in the past, there was racism towards them, okay? But in today's society, whites are oppressed. We all know this as a fact. Tons of political activists are saying this. Guys like Ben Shapiro and Nick Fuentes, they are spitting the facts, okay? So YouTube might be attacking me just because I'm white, okay? I'm not appreciating that if that is true. But now we're up to the third point. You are not to judge based on a person's political beliefs, okay? And we all know YouTube, they're full of communists. Maybe some libtards too. But we all know YouTube is full of communists, okay? And they're censoring right-wing political commentators like me. Just because of my political beliefs. You're not to judge channels just because they have a different political belief than you, YouTube, okay? I'm a traditionalist. I believe that women most likely belong to, you know, their main goal here is to just have children, take care of them, maybe take care of the house too, you know? And just because I believe in that doesn't mean that you can flag my videos, okay, YouTube? It's not right, okay? Part 4 is you are not to base judgment based on a person's drip, okay? I got drip. You've seen my Yoshi chain. I got drip. And YouTube is jealous of my drip. They're trying to censor me because I'm drippier than them. And that is just a fact, okay? You are not to judge based on a person's drip. If you're jealous of the drip, you can't flag their videos. That is not a valid reason, okay? Now we're up to number 5, the 5th YouTube commandment. You are not to base judgment based on a person's attractiveness. You know, I think Susan has a crush on me. I think this might be why I got a flagged video. I think Susan, she sees me, I'm a young king, and maybe she flagged the video to get my attention. Maybe. Or else it's just whatever ugly beta males flagged my video because they're jealous of how attractive I am, okay? It's one of the two, I feel like. That might be a reason why, but you're not to base judgment just on how attractive a person is, okay? If you're jealous of how attractive someone is, you can't strike their channel. That is not appropriate, okay? Number 6, you are not to base judgment based on a person's past actions, okay? I may have done some bad things in the past, might have said some things that might be inappropriate in today's political climate with political correctness, but you are not to strike my channel down just because of things I've said in the past. You know, people change, people improve. I have improved, okay? You can't judge me just on what I've done in the past. That's not fair. What are we up on? Is this number 7? Number 7, YouTube, you are not to abuse your power. These YouTube shadow entities, they control everything on YouTube. And they can just control everything with their will. They can do anything they want to with all this power, and they abuse it. You are not to abuse your power, YouTube. Okay? Number 8, you are not to cast judgment based on a person's friends, okay? I'm friends with other white men, okay? And another friend of mine, he might have been charged with possession of something that might involve minors, but just because I was friends with that person does not mean that you can attack my channel, YouTube, okay? You can't judge people based on their friends, okay? That's not fair. That is not fair. Number 9, you're not to cast judgment based on a person's music taste, okay? I said it before. I'll say it again. Blade E sucks. He is garbage. He's garbo. I do not like Blade, and I think some of the people at YouTube, I think they're drainers. We know that a lot of commies are drainers, and we know that YouTube is full of commies, and you know, what is that called? The transitive property or whatever it is. The people at YouTube, they're drainers, and they're trying to strike my channel down just because I said I don't like Blade. It's facts though, Blade's trash. You can't judge based on a person's musical beliefs, okay? I have the First Amendment on my side. I can say my beliefs, and you can't censor me because of that. That's not fair. And the last one, part 10, is you are not to judge based on a person's sexual orientation or sexual fetishes, okay? I'm a straight man. I'm a straight white man, okay? And YouTube doesn't like that. They prefer LGBTQ content creators. That is just facts, okay? And they're attacking me just because I'm straight, okay? That is not fair. That is not fair, YouTube, okay? And the other thing is maybe my kinks. You know, I'm a little kinky, I'll admit it. I might like a little mommy, you know? But you cannot judge me because of that. You can't judge based on a person's sexual fetishes. I think one of these 10 reasons I stated is why YouTube attacked me and flagged my video, okay? These are 10 YouTube commandments that need to be held up, okay, Susan? I put this on your doorstep. I had a separate copy. I put it on your doorstep, okay? Hopefully it didn't blow away in the wind. I forgot to bring some tape to like tape it up there, but this is like the 95 Thesis from Martin Luther, okay? These are 10 YouTube commandments that YouTube needs to abide by. And I'm expecting this. I'm gonna read through your terms of service. I'm expecting an update to this within, I don't know, maybe a month, maybe a few weeks, maybe several weeks, I don't know. You guys can talk it over, you guys can read through it, but I expect a change, and I expect this change to be enforced, okay? I'm tired of this, YouTube. I'm tired of this. This is completely unfair. But that'll pretty much end this video. If YouTube does not improve, I'll have to step it up even more. Who knows what I might have to do next to get their attention, you know? but there needs to be change. That's the main point. But that'll end it for this video. See you, gym ballers. Peace. Swag.